What if I told you that over 70 people just got charged with stealing tens of millions of dollars meant for hungry children? What if I told you this happened because government officials were more afraid of being called racist than protecting your tax money? This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is Minnesota, and what happened there is happening in your state right now. Welcome to the investigation Democrats hoped you'd never see. The scheme, how they pulled off the biggest pandemic fraud. Let me introduce you to Feeding Our Future, a nonprofit that was supposed to feed low-income children during the pandemic. Instead, they became the center of the country's largest COVID fraud scandal. Over 70 people, primarily from Minnesota's Somali American community, face federal charges. They didn't just bend the rules, they shattered them, and the numbers will blow your mind. Here's where it gets absurd. One defendant, Abdurrashid Dul, claimed his site in Pelican Rapids was serving 6,000 meals a day, 7 days a week, every single week. There's just one problem. The entire population of Pelican Rapids, men, women, children, everyone, is less than 2,500 people. Think about that. He claimed to be feeding more than double the town's population daily, and state officials approved it. Another network called Empire Cuisine didn't just steal a little. They fraudulently obtained more than $47 million. $47 million. They submitted fake meal counts, fabricated rosters of children who didn't exist, falsified invoices for food that was never purchased, never prepared, never served. The scale of the deception is mind-boggling. But where did all that money go? Luxury cars, beachfront properties, million-dollar homes. While actual hungry children went without meals, the fraudsters were living like celebrities. They created shell companies and fake nonprofits. They established complex networks designed to do one thing: steal taxpayer money. One defendant purchased a $2.5 million mansion. Another bought luxury vehicles worth hundreds of thousands. A third invested in beachfront property in Kenya and Turkey. The money moved quickly once it hit their accounts. Wire transfers to overseas bank accounts, cryptocurrency purchases to hide the money trail, real estate investments in multiple countries, high-end shopping sprees documented on social media. These weren't sophisticated criminals covering their tracks. They were brazen, posting photos of their luxury lifestyles on Instagram and Facebook while claiming to serve impoverished communities. But here's what really makes this story explosive. They didn't work alone. Feeding Our Future, the main nonprofit at the center of the scandal, received over $18 million in administrative fees. That's right, they made $18 million just for being the middleman between the federal government and the fraudulent meal sites. They weren't just complicit, they were profiting massively from the scheme. The organizational structure was deliberately complex. Feeding Our Future would sponsor dozens of smaller meal sites. These sites would submit claims for meals served. Feeding Our Future would approve those claims and forward them to the state. The state would rubber stamp them and send federal money. Feeding Our Future would take their cut, send money to the sites, and everyone got rich, except the children who were supposed to be fed. The system. Why Democrats built it this way. Democrats love to blame COVID chaos for this disaster, but that's a lie.